tomorrow. Niamh Brook is a festival assistant and has been producing a podcast alongside the festival. We're going to actually hear some of the episodes tonight, very soon in fact. But first, let's meet Niamh. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks. Niamh, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm really excited.
Well, tell me, what's the festival been like so far? It closes tomorrow. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, it's been absolutely amazing. I mean, I sadly have had COVID symptoms this week, so my festival experience has changed slightly depending on how I wanted it to be. But last weekend was just so fantastic. It has just been such an amazing festival this year.
Can you talk to us about last weekend then? What happened?
Yeah, of course. So we had the first event, which was a Q&A with director Jessica Swale, and she directed a beautiful film called Summerland. We had an amazing turnout. We had so many people so excited about film, asking her amazing questions. We've had so many amazing directors come and screen their films. We've had directors come and visit Norwich all week. It has just been fantastic.
And for anyone that hasn't heard of Norwich Film Festival, how many films are you sort of featuring this year? What happens? I believe you can still actually watch them online, can't you, till the end of the month?
Yeah, of course. So we have one more day left of the festival. We have loads of amazing shorts still screening. But yeah, so we have an online platform that is running till the end of the month. But for anyone who hasn't heard of the Norwich Film Festival, we're a BAFTA qualifying film festival. So it's an amazing festival to have. And this year we have 133 official selections.
Wow, that's amazing. And you've been producing a podcast alongside it. So where did that come from? How did that start and how's it been going?
I fell in love with podcasting. Ironically, I'm a part of Film East, which you're probably going to hear later tonight. And I fell in love with it through making it for Upload. And I just loved podcasting. And I was lucky enough to become a part of the festival. And myself and Kellen, who sort of is the founder of the festival, we came up with this idea. And it's been an amazing experience creating this podcast series for the festival.
It's so lovely to hear that it's linked to the pieces that you send in with Film East, because we love having them, and we do have one on tonight as well. That's just lovely to hear. And tell me how you've put the podcasts together then.
Well, we are solely to thank Zoom. Zoom is a major part of this. But I was lucky enough to be put in touch with a lot of the nominees at this year's festival. There was a lot of back and forth, and I had to watch all of their amazing films, come up with some amazing questions, and then it was just a case of setting up a Zoom meeting and having a chat with loads and loads of lovely creative people.
That's awesome. And how was the process? We like to get a bit nerdy on Upload and sort of dig into the background kind of process of things. How was it? And do you have any tips for anyone that's wanting to start out in podcasting?
Podcasting, I would just say prep. You know, you don't want to, because my podcast, for anyone who doesn't know, is an interview series. I chat quite in depth about people's work. And I had one director say to me, "Oh, it's so nice that you clearly watched the film, because I've done so many interviews where they've seen the trailer and don't actually know what they're talking about." So if you're interviewing people, if you're chatting to people, make sure you have at least an understanding of what you're talking about. I would say always listen through your podcast, because you never know if you're going to find a little buffer here and there or something that's gone wrong in the audio that you can quickly fix. And yeah, just have fun, have a chat. That's the amazing thing about podcasting, is it's not too serious.
Oh, those are brilliant tips. Thank you for that. And if anybody wants to listen to this podcast series, we're of course going to play some episodes tonight. Is there anywhere that they can go and listen back to the episodes?
Yeah, of course. So you can listen to them on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. You can also find them sort of throughout the Norwich Film Festival Twitter, and I think they're going to be uploaded onto YouTube as well.
Niamh, it's been great talking to you. We've got 3 of your podcasts that we're going to play tonight, because they're just so brilliant, so in depth.
Thank you.
The first one is about Roy. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it before I hit play?
Yes, Roy is actually one of my favourite films of the entire festival, which I feel is a bold statement to say, but I absolutely fell in love with it. It is about a widower named Roy who flicks through the phone book every day, calling random numbers because he's lonely. He's sadly lost his wife, and he strikes up a very unlikely friendship with a woman named Cara, and it's just gorgeous.
Oh, amazing. Niamh, thank you so much. Great to talk to you. Let's have a listen to this podcast then. So this is the Norwich Film Festival podcast by Niamh Brook, and the first one that we're going to listen to is all about this film called Roy.